I am 62 years old, and it has taken me this long to fully understand something I once avoided admitting, something I even resisted when I was younger. And that truth is this: money is not everything, but without it, everything in life becomes harder, heavier, and more fragile, especially as the years pass and the body slows down. And I want you to listen to this carefully, without shame, without guilt, and without anger, because this is not a speech about greed or chasing luxury. It is about dignity, stability, and survival. It is about the quiet realities that no one warns you about when you are young. Because when you are young, people love to say money does not matter. They say love is enough, passion is enough, talent will carry you, and hard work will always be rewarded. And when you are 20 or 30, that sounds true because youth is rich in time, energy, and physical strength. At 30, you can make mistakes and recover. At 40, you can restart with confidence. But at 62, the rules change. Not because you are weak, but because life changes. Your body does not heal the same way. Your energy has limits. Your patience is tested by pain, fatigue, and responsibility. And suddenly money stops being a symbol of success and becomes a shield. It becomes the difference between choice and desperation, between calm and constant worry, between dignity and silent humiliation. And I say humiliation carefully, because that is a word we rarely allow ourselves to use, but it exists, especially among seniors. I have seen men who worked their entire lives hesitate before buying medicine because they had to choose between pills and groceries. I have seen women stay in unhappy or even toxic situations because they could not afford independence. I have seen proud people borrow money in silence, not because they were lazy or careless, but because life happened, health failed, jobs disappeared, or inflation quietly erased their savings. And no one prepares you for how heavy that feels at this age, because society celebrates youth and ignores aging. Money in later life is not about fancy cars, designer clothes, or luxury homes. It is about sleeping at night without fear. It is about waking up without panic. It is about knowing that if something breaks, whether it is your body, your car, or your home, you have options. Money at this stage is freedom in its most practical form. It allows you to say no to what harms you, no to being disrespected, no to being dependent, and yes to rest, yes to care, yes to helping your family without destroying yourself in the process. And this is where many people misunderstand. They think talking about money means becoming cold or selfish, but the truth is the opposite. When you lack money at an older age, you become trapped. And trapped people cannot always be kind, generous, or patient because survival drains the soul. Money gives you space to breathe, to think clearly, to move slowly, and to live with intention. And here is the hardest lesson I learned too late, but still want to share with you now. Money does not reward intelligence as much as it rewards discipline. It does not reward talent as much as it rewards consistency. And it does not reward dreams as much as it rewards patience. I have met brilliant people who struggled their entire lives because they never learned structure, never tracked expenses, never planned beyond the next month. And I have met very ordinary people, people with no special talents or degrees, who lived stable, peaceful lives because they respected small habits over long periods of time. They saved when it was boring. They invested when it felt slow. They avoided debt when temptation was loud. And they lived below their means even when pride wanted more. This is not about becoming rich. This is about becoming prepared. Because preparation is the true currency of aging well. And preparation is something you can still build, even now, even at 62, 65, or 70. Because while you may not have decades, you still have days, and days compound when used correctly. One small decision, repeated daily, becomes a shield over time. One honest look at your finances can change your future more than wishful thinking ever will. Respecting money does not mean worshiping it. It means understanding it, tracking where it goes, cutting what drains you quietly, and protecting what sustains you. It means choosing long-term peace over short-term comfort. And this is where many people struggle, especially in a world that encourages instant gratification. But aging teaches you something powerful if you are willing to learn, and that is that comfort without security is a trap, and pleasure without preparation is expensive. Health and money are deeply connected in later life. Because when health declines, money is required, and when money disappears, health often follows. Stress increases, nutrition declines, sleep suffers, and the body weakens faster. This is not fear-mongering, this is reality. And reality becomes clearer the longer you live, which is why I say this message is not about regret, it is about responsibility. Regret looks backward and freezes you. Responsibility looks forward and empowers you. Even now, you can choose to change how you think, how you plan, and how you act. You can choose to learn one new skill that creates value. You can choose to organize your finances instead of avoiding them. You can choose to protect your health like it is an investment, because it is. Movement, nutrition, and rest are forms of wealth that pay interest every single day. And do not let pride stop you from learning. Pride is expensive at any age, but it is especially dangerous later in life. And do not let fear keep you passive. Fear whispers that it is too late, that you missed your chance, that nothing will change. But fear is often wrong. The strongest seniors I know are not the richest. They are the most prepared. They have routines, they have boundaries, they have clarity. They know what they need and what they will no longer tolerate. And that strength does not come from luck. It comes from honest thinking, disciplined action, and the courage to start again without excuses. I am 62 years old, and now I understand that money is not everything. But without it, strength, freedom, and peace are constantly under attack. And if you are listening to this, I want you to know that you are not weak for caring about money. You are wise for taking it seriously, because caring about money is caring about your future self, your health, and your dignity. And if this message spoke to you, stay with us here on Daily Path to Strength, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear the truth today. Because strength in later life is not built by denial or nostalgia, it is built by clarity, discipline, and the decision to move forward, no matter your age.